On our third and final Enduro Team Spotlight video, we're hanging out with Matti Lehikoinen, who brings his experience and raw speed to the Pole Enduro race team as team manager.
Matti, I want to say your name right.
Matti.
Gotcha. All right. So, Matti. Who are you? Where are you from? What are you doing here?
I'm Matti Lehikoinen. I'm 34 years old now, I believe. And yeah, I've been riding bikes since like the mid-90s.
Yeah.
And raced professional downhill for over 10 years. Did a couple of years of enduro, did a lot of coaching, and just generally anything to do with two wheels.
On the bike.
Yeah, just motorbikes and bikes have always been a massive passion of mine. So
nice. That's awesome.
We're here in Madeira, Portugal.
Yeah.
One of the islands out on the Atlantic.
Yeah.
On the west coast of Africa. And
what are we doing here?
Yeah, we're doing some testing, riding, shooting, and just having a good time.
Yeah, we are. We just got here and it's been awesome. As you mentioned, you've had an amazing career as a World Cup downhill racer and enduro racer. I mean, including like tons of top 10 finishes in the World Cup. You won what's arguably the most difficult World Cup race ever, which is Champery.
Yeah.
How did those accomplishments translate into being a team manager now for the Pole EWS team? What can you bring from all that experience?
I'd say, obviously, it's been, it was definitely a long way for me to get to winning World Cups, and it was, I had to go learn a lot, do a lot of mistakes. So, there was a lot of setbacks, but a lot of ups and downs, and obviously trying to take the good from the bad, and always learn on your own mistakes, and just that never give up mentality. Just the hours of training in the gym, testing, just everything. Like everything had to be refined to the max. And so I think that from my personal experience, I've learned a lot, and I can hopefully transfer that over and give some thinking back to the guys, and they'll learn from that. So it is
bringing in the process of things, and
exactly, like just trying to structure everything from testing to how we approach racing, just trying to be as professional as we we can.
Yeah.
Always there's going to be hiccups on the road, but you learn from those and then take on from them and improve.
So it seems like you're wearing a lot of hats in this whole thing. What would your official title be?
Wow. Yeah, like you said, I've got a lot of hats piled up on top of each other, but my primarily job is to be a team manager, but then obviously I got a lot of involvement in product development, testing.
I was going to ask you about that, yeah.
And so those as well are going to be like, kind of falls into my bucket list of things that need to be done. So
you're kind of in charge of making everything have to do with pole even faster than it already is.
Yeah.
That's a lot to fit on a business card. But
exactly. But it like, I think my involvement is a lot to do with product development and also, coordinate the team and trying to, I got to test out a lot of things. Like this morning I was, trying out a few bits and bobs and did some time runs, and I've been in riders' shoes myself, so I kind of know how a rider wants to be treated, what their needs are, and
it's so valuable.
Yeah, so it's tough. Like I've when it's a tough day in the office, and that's when you need a lot of help from people around you, like just support you and just trying to keep the rider motivated, and probably like I did in the past, just have that not to give up mentality. Like enduro racing is stage racing. There's a lot of different stages, so if you mess up one, you
can't let that bring you down for the rest, right?
Yeah, exactly. And not look at the negativity of things. And it's on those days it's hard to find the positivity from the negativity. If it's it's cold and your bike is not working that well, and you had a puncture and you're hungry, and you maybe nursing an injury, but once you get on the roll, it's easy. It's it might sound cocky and simple, but when you get that confidence roll and you're doing good, it's just like, it's
a tough train to stop.
Yeah, what are people moaning about? It's this is pretty simple, but to get to that point, it takes a lot of hard work and hours and experience. But yeah, hopefully I can bring some of that experience to the riders, and they can pick on from that.
And speaking of which, so you're going to be with the racers every stop of the EWS this coming year?
Yes. So I'll be like, from travel arrangements, organizing everything, and that is team managers in, just day job, like, and to be there. But I'll probably be also like doing most of the practice with them as well.
Okay, helping pick lines.
Well, yeah, obviously, like, scout things out if there's different lines or whatever when it comes to bike setup, or just in general, like if they've got let's say a mechanical, my bike could be used as a spare inventory.
Mule.
Exactly. Just take some bits and bobs of that, and then I can nurse the damaged bike back home, whether it's a broken mech or snap chain or broken wheel. Any of those things can happen.
Yep.
So it's hard. It's hard to predict. We'll look at Sam Hill, like he won the world championship title this year, but he had some punctures and tough times. And Martin was right up there.
Yeah, and that's when you need the experience.
Yeah.
For like what you said, having a bad day or a bad stage or a bad race, that can't wreck the rest of your season, right? And that's where that experience comes into play.
Exactly.
Yeah, very nice. So you're going to be at every stop at the EWS, and let's not forget that you are a ripper on a bike. Super fast. Are you going to race any of the EWS races? Are you tempted?
That is a tough question. I guess you can never take the competitiveness out of me.
Yeah.
Like, even just now, when I've been, to be fair, I've had over a year off a bike. Like, I haven't done much riding whatsoever. So, I hopped on the bike, and I just, maybe I've forgotten how to ride it, and I just hopped on it, and I felt phenomenal right away. And I'm like, oh yeah, I got this. I do a bit of training, and then I can maybe do a round or two, or maybe the whole season. So it's like, this whole trip has kind of changed. I enjoy riding more than anything else. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah, and Lee and Joe, they were talking about you when I was talking to them, and they're like, that guy is freaking fast and he needs to race. He needs to be on that circuit.
Okay.
Yeah, just so you know. I don't know if they'll tell you in person or not, but I'll spill the beans, and they think you are insanely fast and that you should probably race.
Yeah, I feel a bit flattered now, but
we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. I'm not gonna say yes or no.
Yeah.
I'm massively out of shape at the moment. Like, there's no way I could get through a whole day of.
But you're having fun, you're feeling good on the bike, so if you can put that component together in with the rest, we might see you at the races.
You definitely see me at the races.
On a bike with a
no doubt
plate.
about that. But whether I'll have a piece of plastic with a triple-digit number on,
we'll find out. I hope we do.
Not
that would be
sure.
fun.
Yeah, we'll find out.
So you were mentioning this a little bit before, but so what is your involvement with developing new bikes in the future, or even just with the stamina? What are you doing with that?
So we work pretty closely with Leo. Like, for both of us being able to talk the same language, it's quite easy. And me having all the experience from over the years, trying out, I've been involved with a lot of different bikes which have been developed and raced over the years. With Leo, I'll be able to take my experience and give him feedback, and go to the riders and get their feedback as well. And as a team, we'll all work together in order to get better bikes and faster bikes. And obviously we're going to learn along the way. Nothing's finished.
Yeah,
kind of like.
Of course.
It's just we're always evolving.
Yeah.
And we want to be like innovative and learn new things and experiment stuff and trying to make the bikes as fast as we possibly can.
Yeah, of course.
So I think we've got a great roster of riders.
Yeah.
That are able to get some good results. And
I can't think of better stress testers for new bikes.
Definitely, it is, because there's only so many people that can ride the bikes at the level that the EWS riders are.
Yeah.
And if they're able to take that, like all the impacts and hits, and be ridden that hard, we always just want to progress and push the boundaries to get better stuff.
Yeah. So here's a tough one for you. If you could only ride one more trail for the rest of your life, what trail would it be? It's a hard question.
It is a hard question, but I had a privilege to ride on slide before Top of the World was open to general public.
Yeah.
And take the lift up in 2008.
Okay.
And it was all loamy.
Oh, when it was really fresh.
It was
oh,
loamy
man.
and fresh.
Yeah.
So if you could keep it that way, to just, you know, keep riding right on slide.
Yeah. You'd be a happy man.
Yeah, when it was all loamy.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
It wouldn't be all like beat up and
2008,
broody.
ride, don't slide.
Yeah, I'd
All
say that was a phenomenal experience. It was a privilege to get up there and get to ride that before it was open for everybody else. And I guess it took quite some time before they opened Top of the World.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't until like 2012 or something, I think, that they opened it. Yeah, it was a few years, yeah. Well, thanks so much for talking with me, man.
Yeah,
really looking forward to seeing how 2019 goes with the team.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, what you're saying is any indication, it's going to be a pretty rad year for the Pole team.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it, and I've got all faith in our riders that it's going to be a hell of a year.
Awesome. Yeah, man.
Sweet.
That's great.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, I might start YouTubing.
Pole is also really excited to announce that they have small, medium, and large machine bikes and frames in stock now on the polebicycles.com store. And that's it for this week's video, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe on the YouTube channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you next week. Cheers.